Go.
Great morning, holy brothers! Thank you very much for joining us on our pathway to peace inside the Garden of Peace. If you're following along, we're on the bottom of page 42, and today's lesson is called Lingering Lights. That's right, they're always there, always on, even if you don't realize. The second the lightning flash goes away, it's imprinted on your mind. And when we're in the dark times and we don't see and we don't remember, that has to be the flash that lit our way to remember which way to go and to keep on the proper path and to keep that motivation, to keep that love, to keep that inspiration alive inside of us at all times, at every moment. With eyes of Amunah, when you see properly through the lenses that help correct you, have more clarity in life, we see, we remember, and we know that a wife's characteristics are all divinely designed to help her husband become a royally righteous, rockin' individual. Now I have some notes that I put in my book. You'll see all over here. A lot of little things to say. So, women are, Baruch Hashem, designed with such a familiarly fluctuating supreme state of hormonal imbalances. They are specifically designed that way. If you don't know that, I don't think you've ever met a woman in your life. But it is super sensitive by divine design. This is one of my favorite examples. Just imagine that's something we did. Like little things. We go to a friend's house. My friend comes over. They went to go to the bathroom. And on their way out, they forget to shut the lights off. We're talking about end of the night, closing the shul. They know that the last one here, and they left it on, they shut the door, and then I'm in my bed, I look out the window, and I see the lights in the shul are still on. Okay, so what do? I tell the guy, listen, please, next time you go out of the shul, if you don't mind taking an extra second, just to check, to make sure the lights are off, so we can turn around in the morning, and not have to keep it on. So, I might not even bring it up at all if it was only the first time that he did it. But if he's a repeat offender, I'll come over to him in a nice way. Say, hey, I don't think you realize, maybe by accident you left it on. Please just be a little more cognizant when you go out. Shut the lights off on your way out. Because I value you as your friend. I love you very much. I care about you, you care about me. And you'll be considerate. So, guess what? Let's just say it was the other way around. Let's just say I was in my house. And I went down to the basement, and when I went up to bed to be going to sleep with my wife, all of a sudden she looks at the app on her phone, and she sees the lights in the basement were left on. A normal human being has it open in their hand, takes about 0.3 seconds to click it on their phone to shut all the lights off in the house. Simple.
Smart
Done.
house?
What?
You have a smart house?
We have a smart house. Every light in my home is on my phone. I can say, shut off all lights in my house, and every light goes off. Bathroom, basement, outside lights, whatever it is. It's like the greatest pleasure in the world not to have to look what the kids left on in the house. It's amazing. So what can my wife do? My wife could say all lights off, or she can open the app and shut the light off. Simple, right? We even have it on timers. At 12:30, all the lights in the house can go off by themselves. We don't even need to do it ourselves. So the fact that she opens up at 12:25 before she goes to bed and sees that a light is left on in the basement, what would you say?
Which would turn off in 5 minutes.
Which would turn off in 5 minutes anyway! By itself! You know what she's going to say? Oh, sweetheart, I think the light was left on in the basement. Next time when you come up, we can save ourselves 5 minutes of electricity. I know that you didn't mean to, and I know that you're good every single night about it, but this one night, I know that it must have slipped your mind because you were so busy taking out the garbage because it was collection for the next day. And I know you had so much to do and you were working so late. I thank you for working so late. And please, next time, she might not even say it. Maybe she'll just shut it off herself. And next time, she'll say, oh, sweetheart, can you just please turn the lights off before you come up to bed? Right? That's how it works. Yes or no? No! No way! Never! You know what happens? What is wrong with you? How dare you come up to bed at night and leave on the one light in the basement that's going to go off in 5 minutes? What's wrong with you? Are we supporting the whole Con Ed? The whole have so much of a bill because you are so dumb and you're such an idiot and you can't remember anything in life. Not just the lights. You don't do anything right. You never do the dishes. You never take out the laundry when it's folded. You never shut off the lights. You never put the kids' snacks every single day. I'm like, what does this have to do with? You never put the kids' snacks in their knapsack. And all of a sudden, everything that I've done wrong over the past 15 years, even if I've been good for 10 years straight, gets brought up. I get yelled at. I get exploded at because I left the light on for 5 minutes. I was going to go off now anyway. You hear me? It's completely sane, completely rational, completely logical. What the heck is going on? If you have a normal person with a normal brain in their head, you would think it makes no sense. And 99.9% of husbands who have not read this book, or have not learned anything about what Judaism means, what would they say? What the heck is wrong with you? What are you being a maniac for? How crazy can you be not to understand that it's not costing you 0.00001 cents of a dollar? It's not anything. It's going off in 5 minutes. You know it's going off. Every night it goes off. Why are you yelling at me about something that makes no sense? It's completely illogical. If we can't understand that there must be a message for me to understand, you've got to be out of your cotton picking mind. You got to be absolutely insane. Think about what's going on here. It doesn't even make sense for somebody to say something like that. So why is she exploding in this kind of manner? Why is she erupting like a volcanic ash that's going to burn every single thing coming in its way? Because it is grabbing your attention. Hashem is smacking you in the face to say, listen to me, my holy son. I'm trying to communicate with you. If you don't realize this is me, and you think this is an actual normal response that a human being should have, you would be the one who have to check yourself into therapy the next morning. Just wake up. Listen to me. Don't react to her. Don't try to yell because you're going to escalate the situation and it's going to get 100,000 times worse than it already is. It is a true blessing to be given these kinds of responses where we can recognize completely that it has to be Hashem speaking to us. Because no normal person would speak like this. It is a magnificent mirror for us to be able to get to see exactly what we need to do to wake up, to get back and punch back onto the path. It's like a bumpers in the lane that you try to go off, it's going to smack you back onto it to help you get the strike that you need to keep you on your course to get to that finish line. So, when things like this happen, just take a step back, silence yourself, observe and understand. Since the wife is the husband's magnificent mirror, he should know how to interpret what he's seeing in that mirror in order to reach the proper conclusions. First, you need to open your eyes. You can have a mirror in front of you, but if your eyes are closed, or if you have these blinders on, or if you have dark, thick, black glasses that are smeared over with tar, you're never going to be able to see what's in front of you. It's there, but first you have to be able to open your eyes and see to reach proper conclusions. We will illustrate a bunch of examples about how a wife does serve as a mirror for her husband, and each husband has to always pray, my friend, sitting here, whose name we shall not mention, to understand what he's supposed to know when he's observing something in his mirror for himself and what to do. A, here we go. Hashem governs the world according to the principle of Atfat. What is Atfat?
A turn for a turn.
A turn for a turn. Or in Hebrew we say, Midah, Keneged Midah. For example, let's say a wife fails to respect her husband. Yes? He comes home, instead of saying, great afternoon, great evening, husband, he comes in, he says, you piece of trash, you garbage head, you good-for-nothing nidnick. And you know how many more names people hear from their wives, which I can't even say on the video, in the class, that they're literally calling them these things, which are, I wouldn't let my kids even hear these things. Because why would a woman be disrespecting her husband? He didn't even do anything to her today. He was amazing in the morning. He had a wonderful day. And all of a sudden he comes home and she's lashing out at him. She's spewing profanities. She's swearing at him. So what is going on if he is not being respected by his wife? So stupid, silly, simple. All it means, he's not respecting Hashem. Hashem communicates through the wife to the husband So Hashem's using these words to talk to him. It's not her. Wake up. Hashem is saying these slurs to you. Hashem is using this kind of language because that's what you're doing in your life. It comes right back to smack you in the face. You throw the boomerang and you wonder why it's hitting you in the face. You're the one who threw it. It's coming right back at you, my friend. If the wife does not obey the husband, I guarantee you, the husband is most certainly disobeying Hashem, and so forth. Know that just exactly as a reflection in a mirror can only move, a hand can only go up, a head can only tilt, a foot can only move exactly when the person standing in front of the mirror is moving. It cannot, if it is moving by itself, you got some other issues going on. I don't know what you're smoking, what you're on, what you've been high with, LSD, cocaine, marijuana. My friend, if a mirror is moving without you moving, you need to check yourself out. Call me, we'll get you checked in somewhere. But understand, so too exactly is a wife being an exact reflection, not only of his movements, not only of his actions, but of his characteristics. And the way that she's thinking, the way that she's speaking, the way that she's acting, only comes from the exact outward energies that a husband is portraying. So recognize, just open your eyes, see what's going on. And you'll know exactly what Hashem is thinking of you. You know exactly what you're supposed to be doing or not doing based upon our actions. Letter B, number 2. Hashem shows the husband exactly what he must correct by portraying the particular exact flaw within the wife herself. You say, how the heck am I supposed to know what mitzvah I'm violating? How am I supposed to know what prohibition that I'm being over? You want to know? Hashem says, get married. This is it. You want to know why a woman is angry? If a woman is losing her temper, why she's losing her cool, why she's exploding? Because it's exactly the husband's tendency that he has inside of him to lose his temper. He has a loose fuse inside of him. He has a switch that is completely off. Or a woman's disdain of a certain mitzvah. Let's say she could care less about modesty. Let's say she wants to wear pants. Let's say she wants to wear shorts. Let's say she doesn't want to cover her hair. Whatever it might be, it is exactly to the T that is indicative of her husband's failure to observe not another mitzvah. Not just, oh my gosh, she's breaking the Torah, so a woman's going to break the Torah as well. It's exactly the mitzvah, the way in which she's doing it, that Hashem is showing him, wake up. This is what you need to work on. Just look at her. If he's looking at other women when he goes to work, or he stops at a red light, or he's going to the beach, you don't think that this woman that your wife has for you is going to want to attract the attention of other men? If that's what you're doing in your life, you want to look, you want to see, so she's going to show other people exactly what you're looking for. She doesn't have to know. She's never going to realize when you're going to work and that you're staring at other women, that you're going over to talk to them more than necessary, or that you're trying to find somebody who's immodestly dressed. She'll never know because she doesn't see you. But her soul, which is connected to you, it's the oneness of the entity that is split and put into two different bodies. If you do something, you're having the same action affected in the other body that is the same soul itself. You're one. So don't tell me you're going to do something she's not going to know. She's going to feel inside. She's not going to know what the heck is going on, but it's going to upset her, and it's going to make her react and act outwardly in the same exact way that you're screwing up and that you're looking at. So she's going to want to attract other men because that is the attraction that you're looking for when you're looking at other women as well. So you want her to be good, all you need to do is look at that exact same midah in yourself and look to perfect it. Apologize to Hashem. Say, I realize I'm doing something wrong. I recognize he's pushing me away from you. And I want to reinforce myself to put up a stronger fence, not to have to do that again, to be better in my life. To be able to grow, to be able to be better for myself, for my wife, and for God himself. And with that, have an awesome, amazing rest of your day.